Today's tutorial is on making a rainbow bag to carry your cell phone or your smartphone. We're going to start our bag by chaining 28 stitches. So there we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And so for our bag, we're going to do a continuous loop. I'm just going to do a regular single crochet and go around once, all the way around. Making sure you go in each loop. And then once we make it all the way around, we're going to make the strap for our bag. And then I'll show you how we continue on after that. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and keep going around till I get to the end, and then I'll show you how we're going to do the strap. All right, so we've made it all the way around. Now we're going to make the top stitches here, the top of our bag, and I'm just going to go underneath the whole of the ring here, pull up a string and make a stitch here. And then we're going to make our strap. Now you can either chain with your hook, or what I prefer is to take the hook out and finger knit. So the same concept, just using my hands, and it makes a bit of a tighter stitch. Now if you want to, you could get double up your yarn here if you had an extra little bit of red or a thicker yarn, but I'm going to do it with one single yarn this time. And so you're just going to finger knit or chain with your crochet hook as long as you want the strap to be. I'm going to make it long enough so that the bag is, well, around my hip. That's how long I want it to go, from my shoulder to my hip. All right, so I'm going to pause, and when I'm done, I'll start again. Okay, so now we have a nice long chain that we're going to use for the strap for our bag. And we're just going to fold our bag in half, make sure we're right at the other edge. We're going to attach by bringing the string through. And you know what, in fact, I think maybe I'll go all the way around. And pull it nice and tight. So that way you have, double check, make sure it's on the other side. There you go, on the other half. And then we're going to make our way to the bottom here. We're just going to chain one, and we're going to go, oh, you know what, we'll chain two. We'll do a row of double crochet, making sure that your bag string here is at the bottom, and we're going along the top here. So we'll go into the loop, double crochet, and we're just going to make our way around, doing double crochets. And again, you want to make sure you get into each new stitch, not to skip one. And this little string here you can ignore for now. We'll sew that in later. All right, we've made it almost halfway through. Now at this point, you just want to make sure, you might have to slide it over a little bit. There's the loop for the bag, for the string here. Oh, yarn over. And then once you go, that little hole will close up. And we're going to go to the other side. Here you can already see the beginning of our bag getting bigger. Right there. So we'll finish with the red, going around, doing a double crochet in each stitch. And then we're going to switch to our next color. So we're going to do a rainbow. So we'll get our orange string next. And our pattern for our bag is doing one row of single crochets and one row of double crochets, and then switching to the next color. So here we are coming to the end of this row. Only a couple stitches left. Looks like one last one right here. And then we're going to just loop ourselves in, and that ends our first row of double crochet. And there's the beginning of our bag. All right, so now we're going to add our orange. And so we're doing single crochets all the way around. Making sure you get to each stitch. And again, our pattern is doing one row going all the way around of single crochets, and then when that row is done, we will do a row of double crochets. So here we're coming to the end of our first row. Oh, I didn't get the full stitch there, hold on. All right, and to connect the two, I'm just going to put one loop in and go like that. All right, and then I'm going to chain two and begin double crochet. And again, same thing, you want to make sure you get to each stitch. And then when we're done our row of double crochet, we'll move on to the next color. So here you can see with our bag, beginning of our orange. All right, so I'll pause and come back when I'm done and ready to start the yellow. All right, we're coming to the end of our orange. We have one last stitch here. And we're going to loop it through here. And I think now that it's getting bigger, I'm going to turn it inside out. I think it'll be easier to continue this way. All right, so now we have our yellow. Again, our first one is going to be single crochet, so you just bring it in and begin. So we'll go once around, and then the next row we will do double crochets. All right, so I'll pause and come back. Now we're going to add the green. And again, start off with single crochets. Always pull the strings tight, but not too tight. Oh dear. Again, a row of single crochets and double. Oh, that's starting to look pretty. There's the rainbow coming. And now for dark green. A row single crochet, a row of double crochet. Last couple stitches of green. And we're just going to connect it by going in, pulling it through, and attach our blue now. Chain one, go right into the first stitch and begin. And then another row of double after the single, and we'll add our last color, purple. And purple. One row of single, one row of double, and we'll sew it up, reinforce the straps here, and we'll be done. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the purple here. Gonna do our last two stitches. And join it. Then we're just going to lay it flat and crochet these two together. So you just want to make sure that you get stitches from both sides. So you go in, you grab both sides and make a stitch. And again, like that. And make your way all the way across. So go in, stitch, in, stitch, in, stitch, in, stitch, and as you can see, it's closing up our little hole here at the bottom that will turn it into a bag. Whole stitch, whole stitch, making our way all the way across. All right, and a little more. And almost there. And the last one. So there you have it. Beautiful rainbow bag. Now we'll cut the string, pull it through the loop, and I'll bring it into this side and then we'll sew it in. So all the extra loops here, all the string from the rainbow, we'll have to sew all those little bits in. But once you do that, your bag is done. Now, the one last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to reinforce our strap here, make sure it's nice and secure. So, all right. So we're going to reinforce our straps here. And just leave a little bit here so we can tie it off at the end. I think what I'm going to do is just wrap around a couple times, make sure it's nice and tight. That way it's nice and secure. And then tie it off here. 1. And 2. You can do that to the other side as well. And then it just makes it a little stronger. And there you have it. A beautiful rainbow bag. Perfect for a cell phone or smartphone. I like to have these outside when I'm out with the kids or when I'm walking the dog down the street.